Alrighty, this is my newest thing that I've got off eBay. Of course, those of you who know me know I love scrolling LED signs, whether it's just a red one like this one or multicolor or full color ones. This is one I got off eBay. It's made by a company I doubt is still in business, by a company called Signline out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And I would think this goes back to the early 80s. So there's a sign right there. It has about 16 characters. You can get 16 characters to display at once if you get it to stand still. So this is the first time I've seen one of these particular signs. It's got a kind of a telephone jack connection that runs all the way to the sign. A cable came with it, but it didn't work. And I thought maybe the keyboard was bad or the sign was bad, but it turns out it just needed a new cord. I got one from Amazon for like $4, and it works perfectly. So this doesn't really come with a whole bunch of bells and whistles, although it does have a few features that you have to kind of dig deep to get because it didn't have an instruction manual. So I wrote down some of the things that it does. It won't focus. Here we go. Just hit Control A and B. Here we go. Almost all the way down to Z. There's a few functions. There's a few letters that won't do anything, I found. But you know, these will pretty much take care of special effects and stuff like that. So if you have one of these and you don't have an instruction manual, briefly I'm going to show you how to get into the system. Basically all you do is find the return button, hit that, and your display goes blank. It's waiting for you to put in a message. So what I'm going to do is delete what I just had up there. So you just hit ERA, erase file, yes. Now you have another blank screen. There's absolutely nothing on the system right now. Excuse me. So I'm just going to type in, oops, let's delete that. Have a nice day. Now, there it is. Ordinarily, it would just scroll across right to left continuously. But if I want to make it do something a little different, I hit text back. Wait a minute, this way. It'll take it back, and in the beginning, you hit Control and one of these functions over here. So I'm going to do, let's do scroll up. Okay, so we're going to hit Control. Let's see, Control B. Okay, there's a lowercase b that pops up on the screen, and you just hit return, and it does this. Alrighty, so now if I'm dissatisfied with that, I'll go back into the system, hit return, and then I go take that B out, delete that, and I'll try something else. Let's try Control H. There's a lowercase h, hit return, and it does that. So this is a pretty cool system. Very straightforward, other than just having to get into it and find out what every control does. You also have a graphic button. You can actually go on here and create a graphic dot by dot. It's kind of maddening because these are the keys that you use to navigate the cursor on the cursor position on the screen. So you got down, right, and you got left, and you got up. So if I wanted to draw a letter A, for example, I would have to go up so many dots, over so many dots, down so many dots, and then the little crossbar that forms the letter A. It's kind of a painstaking process, but you know, it works. So it's only red characters. From the little bit of information that I found on Google, it holds about 5,000 characters, which is okay. You know, it's not 32,000 like some of the other signs that I have, but for 5,000, it's not bad. Also, I found that the going price for one of these back in the, I'm going to say the early 80s, was about $2,000 to $3,000. I got it on eBay for $80. So That shows you how much technology has changed over the years. But if you have one of these signs, they're real nice. They're real nice. Got two little hooks in the back, so you can attach it to the wall quite easily. And yeah, that's basically it. It's got character set, which is basically bold font. So I'll put that on real quick. Return, and I'll hit. How did I do it? Okay, and it's got a CS on there, character set. So now that tells it to double the font, and whatever doesn't fit on there will automatically scroll across like that. It couldn't fit the word day up there, so it tells it to scroll it across. I'm trying to see what else it does. When you're programming, you can go, here's a button called BOP and EOP, which is basically beginning of, here it is, beginning of page, end of page. So if you're programming it and you want to go to the end of page, hit this, and it pops in all the way to the end. If you want to go to the beginning of the page, you got to hit shift, and it'll take it back to the front. So it's got the time on it. I can put the time in if I want. I think that's it. Let's try it. I don't think it worked. Or maybe I've got too many functions on it. Let me see. Okay, take that out. Delete. I thought I told it to put the time. But anyway, it's got the time on it. Let's just erase everything. And let's put the time. Time, you hit control. Let me see this. You hit control and the letter K. And then you have what looks like a clock there. And then you hit return. And it'll scroll the current time, which is 1:08. So all in all, really, really nice little machine. And of course, I'm always in the market for another one because I've got an addiction to these things going on. I'm not afraid to admit it. So anyway, here it is, the Signline moving message display board from about 1980 something.